Now that Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is out in theaters, a lot of fans around the world are very intrigued about the future of the Star Wars franchise and very excited about what Disney and Lucasfilm have to offer for the new Star Wars series that's going to be released throughout the 2020s. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing about Episode 9 is that we do know that this movie was used as a foundation to create new Star Wars lore, and just the beginning to propel fans into a new mythology of Star Wars. As of right now, that's exactly what Disney and Lucasfilm are doing. They're basically coming up with all these different ideas to craft a brand new Star Wars trilogy of movies. Now, these 3 upcoming Star Wars films, in case you guys did not know, are going to be the darkest Star Wars films in history. And it's really going to have a different tone overall in comparison to what we got with the Skywalker saga and what we got with the spin-off movies like Rogue One and Solo: A Star Wars Story. It's going to essentially have a different tone and feel to it all that's going to kind of feel like, if you look at the prequels, the originals, and the sequels, how each and every tone, or should I say, each and every trilogy has a different tone. The same exact thing is going to apply here with these 3 planned Star Wars movies throughout the 2020s by Disney and Lucasfilm. Now, on top of all of this, one aspect of course, Lucasfilm is that they are really crafting the new trilogy as we speak. We're going to learn about the official director during this month of January at one point in time. And what's rather intriguing is that it's explained that both Disney and Lucasfilm are focused on their new projects after the release of The Rise of Skywalker, and since it's been released into theaters. Now that they are mainly focused on the 4th Star Wars trilogy of films, they are going over concepts for these new Star Wars movies that will bring fans into a brand new mythology. It's explained that Disney and Lucasfilm are looking to develop the first film of the new trilogy, and that parts of the story will have to do with the new secrets of the Sith that will be unveiled, as well as the ancient Sith lore. It's explained that Disney and Lucasfilm are putting together concepts of the first film of the new trilogy that will go over the legacy of Darth Plagueis and aspects of the Chosen One prophecy as well that will be connected to this film, and that this will be Disney's way of making the movie have loose connections to the Skywalker saga on its own. Now, this new film is also described to introduce brand new Jedi and dark side users, and that the Sith will be involved in a very different way for this Star Wars movie by Lucasfilm to provide fans a different tone of the franchise. By exploring the legends of Darth Plagueis and how the Chosen One prophecy of Anakin Skywalker will be involved and unveiled in the film is their way of making the film connect to episodes 1 through 3. Disney and Lucasfilm are going over many ideas for the new trilogy of films, and that they will come to a final decision very soon during this month of January leading into February with exactly what they will be doing with the first film of the new trilogy. They are also still trying to get Keanu Reeves on board for the new Star Wars film that will bring Star Wars fans into a new era of the franchise unlike anything before. So, what's really exciting about this is that this movie's going to have a lot of connections to the Skywalker saga. The one that really impresses me the most is that they are actually planning for Anakin's prophecy to be implanted into this movie, and we're talking about Anakin's Chosen One prophecy, everything that there is related to the Chosen One, of Anakin being the one to restore balance to the Force at the very end of Return of the Jedi. That's the one big problem, though, that a lot of fans had with The Rise of Skywalker, is that it led a lot of fans, to believe that did Anakin really restore balance at the very end of Return of the Jedi, since he's alive in The Rise of Skywalker and defeated by Rey? J.J. Abrams talked about this, and he said that balance in the galaxy is never actually set in stone. It's never a set in stone type of thing. It's never forever, basically. And it's not forever is what he was actually saying, and Anakin did restore balance to the Force only temporarily, as J.J. Abrams explained. So, he is the Chosen One, still apparently according to J.J. Abrams, but obviously you can see that Rey is the one who destroyed the Sith once and for all, and that she brought the end to Palpatine, and that was it. So, I want to also go over the legends of Darth Plagueis. Now, obviously, Darth Plagueis in the Disney canon is going to be far different than the Darth Plagueis that we will get in the new, of course, Disney canon in comparison to the old EU. As of right now, we still don't even know the species of Darth Plagueis in the new canon material. You know, in the old EU, we actually, you know, had the species of Darth Plagueis, we had all of his stories, we had all of his teachings to Palpatine, we had his death that was very, you know, specific by the hands of Sidious. It was a very interesting book. I definitely do suggest that you guys go ahead and take a look at the Darth Plagueis book. But the thing about this, when we look at episode 9 here, when we look at this movie, obviously, you know, everything related to the Chosen One prophecy, it left a lot of fans wondering about Anakin's prophecy and whether or not it really is valid in the prequel trilogy era. So how this new trilogy, this first film of the new trilogy, is going to explore Anakin's prophecy, right? The prophecy of Anakin Skywalker, and even the legends of Darth Plagueis, the fact that Disney is really throwing those ideas around, is a very intriguing thing, at least in my eyes, because you can already see the examples of how this movie is going to have loose connections to the Skywalker saga, and honestly, I love it. I think that this is brilliant, and I hope that they stick with it, because obviously they're going through ideas as we speak. They're trying to come to a final decision by February, or the very end of January. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.